Hi guys, so I have just come home from a weekend in London. I went predominantly to go and see Memphis. I did see another musical while I was there as well, and I will do a separate review on that. But this one, let's just talk about this for a minute, shall we? Now I booked this. Admittedly, I booked it because Matt Cardle was in it. I am a big Matt Cardle fan. I think he's really good. He's got an amazing voice. So I decided, well, if he's in it, it's bound to be good, right? So I watched the 2-minute trailer on the website, saw that Beverly Knight was also in it, and I thought, she's got a great voice. I've seen her, I saw her support Take That one year, like years ago, before they even really came back properly. It was like before that, just before their big comeback musically in the charts. They did a comeback tour, and she was supporting them on that, and she was really good. So I thought, well, those two, what could possibly go wrong? So I booked tickets, didn't really think anything of it. It kind of crept up on us. We didn't even do any research to find out much about the story or the music in it. So I didn't really know what to expect, but I went to go and see it with my sister, and on Saturday in the evening performance, and it was just, no, that's a lie. I went to see it on Friday night, and it was just fabulous. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was probably, I think it was in the interval, I was sat there thinking, well, we've got nothing to do tomorrow afternoon, could we come back and see it again? And I was legitimately planning that, but we did manage to get tickets for a different one in the end. But I'm a little bit upset that I can't go back and see it again before the cast is going to change, because I really enjoyed both Beverly and Matt, and all the ensemble were fabulous as well. Like, the supporting cast was incredible. They could have probably done the show by themselves had they had to, but I loved it, absolutely loved it. There's quite a racial background and theme to it. Like, it's not all singing and a dancing. There's some serious stuff in it as well. I basically thought it would just be songs that I heard of, just sung and like compiled into a bit of a story, but they'd actually written entirely new songs for the musical, so it was no music that I recognised. And normally for me that would be a bit like, normally I'd like to do a bit of research and find out what the songs and get to know the songs a little bit before I go, but as I hadn't had time for that, and I thought I would just know them, and then I got there and they were completely new, and it was like, actually that's absolutely fine. I didn't need to know them because they were all so good that it was really catchy and really toe-tappy as well. So like, it was very difficult to sit still throughout the show. It was a bit of a mission not to jump about and dance and stuff, but it was just really good. Beverly's vocal, I think, is probably the best vocal, certainly the best female vocal that I have ever heard in the West End. I mean, I know I've heard some really good people, but she was just amazing, and the songs required so much of her voice. Like, the range she had was just fabulous. She was just outstanding. I'd love to see her in something again. And Matt Cardle was a complete revelation. Like, I knew he could sing. I know he's got a really good range. I love seeing him live. But when he performs his own songs live, he's kind of quite in himself. He doesn't really open his eyes all that often. He's quite involved in his music, and that is fine. I actually really like that about him. I think that it's good that he doesn't overact and stuff. Like, he doesn't feel the need to jump about so much. It's just about the music with him. But obviously in the show, there's a lot more required of a person, and I didn't know how that was going to work. I kind of assumed that maybe they'd given him a part that he would be very suited to as a person. Like, I thought he would be quite a quiet character, or quite timid, or quite I don't know, just not at all what he was. He was very charismatic. His character was required to do lots of sort of, I can't even describe it. He had to do lots of really like energetic and chatty and confident. Just, the character required a lot, and he absolutely nailed it. Like, I was really, really impressed. I don't think if you didn't know who he was, I don't think if you went, you would ever know that he was not a trained actor. I think you would automatically assume that he was made for that role, that world, to be, you know, on the West End. There's no way you would think, he was just, he was a singer, and he'd never been on stage in that respect before, because it was just amazing. I was just really, really impressed with him, and I would like to go and see him again, really, on the West End as well, because it was good to see him having so much fun and just mucking about and having a really great time with it, because the role really required a lot of fun times, as it were. So absolutely great show, and there was a good message in it as well. Like, it was quite important stuff that was built into the story. I don't want to give too much away, but like I say, lots of racial stuff about people not being included, and some like racial violence as a result of it all. So it was just a great show, and I think that if you have the chance, you should really, really go and see it. I intend to see it again at some point, whether it's with a different cast, or if I'm lucky enough to shoehorn a quick London trip in at some point before their run ends. But I just think that it was really great, and you should go and see it if you can, because you will not be disappointed at all. I guarantee it. Absolutely guarantee it. So yeah, if you're in London anytime soon, or you're lucky enough to live in London, then get your butt to the theatre and go and watch Memphis, because it was fabulous. And also, side note, if you get to hang out and go to the stage door afterwards, you might be lucky enough to get a quick signature off Beverly and Matt. I don't know if you can see Beverly's there actually, because it's kind of in silver. But yeah, you might even get a sneaky picture, which I shall pop up here maybe. I did that because I just wanted to tell them both how much I had enjoyed the show. I know a lot of people take the mick out of people going and hanging around stage doors, but I think the performers, sometimes they want to know that people have appreciated what they've done. A round of applause maybe isn't good enough sometimes. I mean, that's nice. Standing ovation's even better, but go and tell them. Go and tell them that you've enjoyed them and thought they were fabulous. There's no way they're not going to love that, as long as you're polite about it. So yeah, go and do that. Go and do that as quickly as you can. And let me know what you think. If you've seen it already, or you're going to go and see it as a result of this video, fantastic. Let me know. Tell me in the comments. And yeah, do it. Do it now. Go on. I'll put a link to the tickets. I'll do it. And then you should do it. Take care, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.